Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my channel. My name is Juan Mendez, your favorite YouTuber, and today we're gonna do something very special, something that I've been wanting to do for a long time, and that is a dive into Penn State's men's soccer team, what happened last year, and what could happen this upcoming year. A few of the things that we have to know about this team to analyze before we really dive into the formations. It is a team Big Ten champions. It is a huge accomplishment. 13-7-1 and 9-3 at home with one tie and 4 wins, 4 losses away. 37 goals, 25 of those conceded. That's a pretty good ratio, almost 2 goals per game, which is really good for this team. Now, if there's one big thing that I noticed is that this team shoots extremely well, but they rarely do. And a great example is in Andrew Privett's exceptional performance this last season. He had 9 goals, and 9 of his 13 shots on target were a goal. He had 28 total shots. So 13 out of his 28 shots were on goal. 9 of the 13 shots on goal were goals. So that ratio of shots is very effective by the midfield that Penn State has. I know Mangione was very active as well in terms of shooting, but nobody was as efficient as Andrew Privet and Seth Kuhn, who are both midfielders. But now I prepared here, I'm probably going to put it on my screen now, how the team looked in the last game, which is against Hofstra. This is what the team looked like. No formation has been released or was released. This is what the game looked like. It looked like a 4-4-2, in which they had Brendan Hackenberg and Femi Awodesu. They had Stevenson on the right, Tiger Evans on the left. They had Seth Kuhn, Keegan Ness in the middle, Pierre Reedy on the right, Privet on the left mid, and Mangione and Butts up top. The game against Indiana, they had a few changes in there. I believe Cal May was the center mid instead of Ness in that occasion. Now in this midfield, really happy that the team will have Seth Kuhn back. Pierre Reedy, I believe, is back as well. Privet, Keegan Ness, I believe, graduated. Up top, Danny Bloyu went to Atlanta. So it's still Butts and Mangione. And that combo, there's something very intriguing about them too, and it's that they're polar opposites. Mangione's a scoring machine depending on the game and how he feels things out. Positioning is exceptional. Really good coordination when the ball is just slotted in very fast into the box. He knows what to do in that situation very well. Butts has a lot of pace. He's the opposite, as in he's extremely athletic, but he doesn't have the composure that Mangione has. If you mix these two, you get a perfect striker. For example, here, Butts in 17 games started, he only had 4 goals and 1 assist. And Mangione, 7 goals and 4 assists. He shows up when he has to show up, and he has done that many times in order to get wins for this team. Now, we're going to analyze the new team possible lineup. Starting from the back, Chris Shakes is a good goalkeeper, but he's a great goalkeeper for his size, and the more he continues to play, the more he figures out how to really get the best out of himself as a player. Elliott, the other goalkeeper, he has a better fraction of saves and better statistics in that sense. But Shakes is more consistent, Shakes is more settled. But I could see, similarly to last year, them putting Elliott in for a few games. Now this is where it gets intriguing. Awodesu at center back. He's the main center back now that Hackenberg is gone. And he did a really good job in the transition, being a 6'3" right back. Now to a center back, I think it was the appropriate move. Now the other defender position, in this game they put Jalen Watson at center back, who usually plays left back, and I don't think it worked exceptionally well. That is why in the second half they put in somebody that I'm really excited about in this team, and I will tell you some full names. Is Samuel Ovsen. I do not know how to pronounce it, but he's a freshman from California, 6'1", but he has a great physical presence from what I saw in that game. I believe he's going to be the key to putting things together. There is Quentin Flowers, 5'11", freshman from Nashville. Olu Ogunwale, who is a 5th year, and he came from Michigan State, I believe. I do not know much about him. But with that being said, it's very intriguing. I'm not sure what's going to happen, but I would rather them have Stevenson on the right, Jalen Watson on the left, and Ovsen. Get him early with Awodesu, build that chemistry, and it could be a really good defense. We're going to move on really quickly to the midfield, where Seth Kuhn is absolutely going to command it once again. And we have Cal May, Sean Banhausen, who started a lot of times last year as a freshman. And we have a lot of other names in there. Van Danielson, very consistent player. Ben Liscombe, of course, has been there for a bit. And the newer names, there is Quentin Flowers, like I mentioned, also a midfielder, 5'11", good size on him. And Christopher Herlin from Norway, from Oslo, Norway. Very nice to see that type of recruiting. And a friend of mine, actually, Sebastian Weinstein, who is a freshman from Argentina. And it would be really exciting to see how he would mix up into this team. So there's a lot of options for that second center mid, but I think it really depends on who Kuhn plays better with. Privet absolutely killed it, solidified that position. He's more of an attacker. Pierre Reedy, if he stays, I believe he's obviously solidified, and he's one of the captains of this team. Now, Liam Butts and Mangione, I don't think Penn State recruited another attacker. I think they're very confident on these two guys. There's something missing. I need to see something that is missing from these guys, and I need Liam Butts to absolutely prove everybody that has been doubting him wrong this season, because the statistics show something, and when you see him play, you could see the way that he impacts the game and that he's genuinely a dangerous attacker. So that's a very brief overview of this team, the old one and what the new one is going to look like. Probably in the near future, I'm going to have my colleague, Luke Vargas, who is also at Penn State and loves watching this team and writing about this team. We'll be analyzing things a little bit more in depth about possibilities and formations and maybe review games. But for now, this is what the team is looking like. And I would say it's very promising with a fantastic season last year. And apart from one or two really big positions to fill, I'm very excited to see how these problems are fixed and how Coach Jeff Cook, is able to deal with them. With that, I'm going to leave this video here. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Juan Mendez, your favorite YouTuber. Yes, I am a Penn State student, so I really want to get involved with this team and keep you guys updated with what happens. So thank you very much for tuning in, and I will catch you on the next one. Peace.